Kipchumba Murkomen ambaye ni waziri wa michezo ameweza kuituza timu ya wachezaji wa mpira chini ya miaka 20 jumla ya shilingi milioni 1.8 ikiongozwa na kocha wao anayefahamika kama Salim.
So this is a reward to the team of 1.8 million Kenyan shillings, ladies and gentlemen. Powerful signatures are very short and not complicated. Those who are struggling are all saying, so thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Leadership and team from the Ministry of Sports. Our football team under 20, led by their coach, Salim, together with your captain, Amos, deputy captain, Ocheng, Baron. We want to thank you also. I almost forgot our friend Amimo, Chris. Thank you very much for a good job at the FKF Youth Development. The footballers who are here today, we are here to celebrate them for the state, the technical bench, sorry, including the official. The CAF tournament serves not only as a regional competition, but also as a qualifying event for the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. The two finalists of the tournament secure qualification to AFCON. Kenya's involvement in the inaugural competition was way back when I was born in 1979. At that time, it was known as the African Youth Championship. Since its upgrade in 1991, Kenya has not qualified to participate in the new format of the tournament, making the recent success and this current success of the Rising Stars a historic achievement. So you've broken a record that has never been achieved way before you were born. And I want to say congratulations for a good job. It means there is something special in you. Muko na nyota. Yeah? Muko na talent na pia muko na nyota. As they say. The top 4 finishers in the Under-20 AFCON tournament will earn qualification to the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile, which will take place from September to October 2025. Kenya should aspire to qualify for the Under-20 World Cup for the first time, following in the footsteps of the Kenya Under-17 Junior Starlets. Yeah, the ladies have shown the way. You guys can do it. We want it to be normal for Kenya to have a team in a World Cup. And I can tell you, I will do everything humanly possible in the ministry to support you where we can, because it will be historic if we can see you in the World Cup next year. So I was earlier warned that when you go for the Africa Cup of Nations Under-20 in February, March, there is a fear that the teams that you are likely going to meet may be a little bit huge in the body size. So you let me know if we need to order more ugali and make sure that we just keep you in the gym as you eat to make sure that you have the necessary physique to confront the challenges that are ahead of you. The Under-20 players are seen as the future of Kenya football. And when I say this, I don't speak for myself. From the time you started your tournament in Tanzania this past week, every speech across the country, both media analysis and social media posts are focusing on you as the future of football in Kenya. You are actually a reincarnation of the Fabish boys or Fabish kids. But we expect you to do better than what happened in mid-90s or towards the late 90s with the Reinhard Fabish led team. And it is imperative that you are gradually integrated in the national team by the Harambee Stars coach. The impact of young talent is evident. And I know earlier on there was a discussion of who supports which team, and a number of our players here are based in Spain, and we all know the story of Lamine Yamal, who at 16 years old played a pivotal role in Spain's win of Euro 2024 with a goal and 4 assists. So there is no reason why our coach at a senior level should not start integrating these players in the national team or the senior team. And we look forward to your quick integration. In fact, they joke around without demeaning the senior team, because the senior team also are trying. They're working very hard. But the joke around was that you should be the senior team. Please remain grounded. Don't be, for as long as you keep your focus and wait your time and prepare well, some of you are going to participate in the senior team as soon as next year, or even as soon as the next Africa Cup of Nations is going to be played in 2025, yes, next year. Kenya participation in under-20 AFCON tournament next year is a great opportunity for our players to showcase their skills on a bigger stage and possibly attract attention of big clubs across the world. The ministry is committed to monitoring the progress of under-20 players, ensuring their continued success both at a club and national levels. Additionally, the ministry will actively assist them in securing education scholarships from institutions that they recognize their sporting talents. The Kenya Academy of Sports will intensify talent scouting in school competitions and expand the number of camps to ensure that no talent goes unnoticed. Kenya Academy of Sports will also leverage on technology to aid in scouting and tracking talent. I was in Kenya Academy of Sports a few days ago, and I have instructed them that we cannot use analog methods forever of scouting young players. We are willing, and I've told them to come with a clear proposal on the available technology in the world that can assist our country to scout the best talents and to make sure that we showcase those skills to other entities in the world, especially sports academies and other football clubs in the world. We have the sports academies there. We have a plan for a system that is not working, but I want it to become a modern technology. We have also asked the Kenya Academy of Sports to present to us a clear proposal on purchase of the gadgets that are used to determine the performance of a player, so that when they come to the Kenya Academy of Sports, whether they are 13, whether they are 15, whether they are 17, they can be able to wear those gadgets and train, and we can see and share their performances as players. Technology is going to play a very important role in this regard. Number two, we have told the Kenya Academy of Sports they should stop, and I have made clear instructions that they should stop chasing funny tournaments out there for other reasons other than growing talent. There are many reasons why we support sports as a ministry. Some of it is recreational, some of it is foster peace and unity, some is also to foster people's health, improving health and so forth. That is not the work of Kenya Academy of Sports. That is the work of other entities within the Ministry of Sports and partnering with maybe federations and organizations outside there. If we continue insisting that the Kenya Academy of Sports will be given resources to organize inter-county sports, which have no limits on age, it has no discipline on who can play, it has no recognition of what talent we are growing, we'll be wasting money. And therefore, the directive we've given Kenya Academy of Sports is to focus on young talent from 8 years old to this 18 years old, and of course, and beyond. But particularly in growing that talent, I have asked the Kenya Academy of Sports to focus on schools and school sports. That is all. That is enough for us to find the best talent across the country. And therefore, their job is to organize football clinics and other sports clinics. Their job is to make sure that they support and attend to all the sports activities in the Ministry of Education, and we put their resources. Them is to scout and shortlist a good number of talented players, bring them to the academy here in Nairobi, and some of them regionally, as we shall be organizing, until we get a critical pool of players, and for this matter, a critical pool of footballers who will take over from yourself. We want to be competing in under 13, under 15, under 17, under 20, under 23, and the senior team. Continuously, every year you finish with this group, we know that these ones have graduated to under 20, we go back to, we continue churning more talent until Kenya is known as the home of football talent as it should be. This is the direction we are going to take if we are going to grow this talent. To ensure that we have more grassroots talent, the ministry is expediting the construction of 30 sports academies across the country.
Robert Ngeno, runinga ya Bororiet TV.